Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Whoa, hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at NewGen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, NewGen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do. and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves. That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic! Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at NewGen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, NewGen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGENMarion.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events.
And welcome to the 2023 Class A portion of the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Tournament. I'm Charlie Preen alongside Daniel Loffman over here at Drake Field. Should be a good one today. We're getting things set up. It was a team effort to get things rolling here. And that was the first out of the inning already. We got that tallied. So Daniel, I'll let you take it over here. And
yeah, Noel Burgos grounded out to the shortstop. Oh, base hit. Oh, yeah, base hit. My bad.
It was a base hit?
Base hit. Yep, that's my bad. Next up in the batting order is Chase McDaniel, third baseman.
Sellout crowd over here at Drake Field today. I'm getting a few more things set for you folks at home. And
Three and one count now for McDaniel. Pitching for the Yankton Tappers is Kieran Llewellyn. 5-pitch walk for McDaniel. With runners on first and second.
McDaniel at base on ball, brings up the right fielder, number 27, Brett Zielinski.
Squared a bunt, but decided against it. Ball one. Squared a bunt again. That's a foul ball. That'd be strike one. This is Rhett Zielinski up to bat. Right fielder for the Brookings Cubs. More fans showing up here at the Drake Field today. Ooh, close miss. Just about nipped him with that one. Moves the count to 2-1. Pretty hard hack there by the batter, Rhett Zielinski. Another foul ball out of play. High fly ball going to center fielder. And that'll be caught. No tags anywhere.
all right, now I got the balls and strikes set on.
Cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 12, Jeff Fish.
It brings Jeff Fish up to bat.
So one down here. We'll get that set up, and we're ready to roll.
Pitch delivered by Llewellyn. That'd be ball one. Foul ball out of play. Hard swing there by the batter, Jeff Fish. Nice piece of hitting there by Jeff Fish. Sends it into shallow left field. Advances the runners. Runner on second scores. Runner on first advances to third base. Nice hit there by Jeff Fish. Way to flare that one off from left field.
So the Cubs are on the board here.
Third baseman, number 30, Dawson Portner.
This must be a pickup player. What's up?
Yes, he is. Dawson Portner from the T-Steam.
T-Steam.
He got a .375 batting average up to this point on the year, with one down, and a man standing on third base in Chase McDaniel. That one swung on, fouled off. These two teams fighting for a spot to keep advancing here in Mitchell. Winner of this one will play in Game 32, which will take place tomorrow at 11 a.m.
That one will hit him. He will advance to first base. That loads the bases with one out.
Partner hit by pitch. Load the bases. Bringing up the center fielder, number 0, Henry Hamrick.
Brings up the center fielder, Henry Hamrick.
That base is juiced, one down is not a good spot here for the Tappers.
Definitely not. Especially with a hit like that. That'll be a hit into shallow right center field. Ooh, misplay there by the right fielder a little bit. That'll advance him to second base with some serious speed. That'll score 2. That is the third base hit of the game.
Things are moving along all of a sudden here for the Cubs in the first.
Hamrick with the 2 RBI single to right field. Brings up the DH, number 14, Jacoby Anderson.
Jacoby Anderson, the DH. Yeah, Luluman struggling on the mound a bit, and we're going to have a conversation. What do we got? Foreign substance? That'd be neat.
That would be something. That would be something for sure. A little spider tack.
And I think we're going to get sorted out, and Anderson will eventually step up to bat here.
Got runners on second and third, one out. Missed inside.
But as I was saying, winner of this one will play Game 32 tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the chance to play in, advancing on to Game 33. So it would just be a whole deal. So these two teams have to get some serious wins on the board to get back into things, but that's why you're playing. Count now 3-0.
With the A baseball players having to play in different locations, they had games in Yankton, so they having to travel back from different parts of the state tournament. That's going to be it's an interesting dynamic as the Bs only have to play in Mitchell. The A's have to travel from spot to spot.
Right, and right now over at Cadwell Park, we do also have game number 28 occurring, which I believe features Renner and Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels, or Brewers, excuse me.
Ooh, high fly ball hit by the DH, Jacoby Anderson.
Yeah, and he's not very happy with himself out there, and we'll let another air, as we did get a good shot of that out there.
Yeah, just missed it. Stabbed at it and missed.
So, and now it's 4-0 Cubs. And only one down.
Yep. Runners on first and third.
First pitch in there, high and outside.
Maybe if Jacoby Anderson can show off his wheels over there, we can see a little stealing action. Another high fly ball. That one's in the sky.
And it's in our dead spot. I don't know.
Oh, it must have been.
And he got him. We're going to do an instant replay, but that's a double play all of a sudden.
Seems as though he caught it foul, and then base runner tagged up, showing off the wheels a little bit, and then got gunned down at home.
Yes, indeed. You're going to see the rest of this replay, and then we will go to break and head to the bottom of the first inning. And
Cubs putting up his 4 spot there.
4 spot in the top of the first is huge, and Tappers just need to slow down a little bit and take a breath. I think he might have been close there to being safe. We'll step aside.
All in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
And welcome back to Drake Field, the 91st annual South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. This is the Class A version over here on Drake Field. I need to get my shirts changed. It's not the Madison Broncos and the Vogel Cormorants. We'll get that changed here in just a moment. But for the time being, a huge spot in the top of the first inning for the Brookings Cubs, Daniel.
Yeah, 4 runs on 3 hits and an error out in center field. I mean, that's a big first inning, setting a tone early.
Yeah, it was a tough, a lot of tough plays in a row, and if you can string some plays in a row like that, having 4 runs in the first might be the difference in this game.
A lot of beautiful hits out there actually, in the shallow outfield positions, then the gaps, and it's beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. Leading off the bottom half of the first inning, we got the third baseman Joe Goki for the Yankton Tappers. And pitching for the Brookings Cubs, we have Jackson Krogman. Beautiful day out here at Drake Field. It's been a pretty wild tournament out here in Mitchell with rain and heat. Pretty beautiful today, though. Beautiful hit up the middle. That'll be a single for Joe Goki. That's right how they draw it up right there, right back in the hand of the pitcher.
Bring out the catcher, number 30, Will Rouse.
We now have Will Rouch. They'll be batting second. He's the catcher. Left-handed catcher, left-handed batting catcher anyhow. First one delivered a little outside. Getting a big lead over there at first is Joe Goki. Must be pretty fast, faster than I am anyhow.
Not scared. Called time.
Late time. Pitcher visibly upset with that one.
Yeah, that was a long time for Rouch to stand in there. The Tappers finished the regular season 11-3. And the Cubs, as they check again, 17-6. So that one in, and the runner will advance. He's got some wheels, as you mentioned, Dan.
Holy buckets. Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah, you could just see him skirting across the right side into the center of your screen.
That'll be a stolen base for her. That's a defensive indifference, actually, for Goki.
Might be a high-scoring affair here in Drake Field today.
It might be. We've had some well-pieced-up hits in the first inning so far.
I was told yesterday that you have to get 50 dozen baseballs for this whole thing.
I believe it.
Seems about appropriate.
Yeah, back in my youth, they've bumped up the foul ball prices since I was a kid, but Back in my youth, I used to just keep all of them. We get a bucket full by the end of the tournament. So
right.
I'm sure you just got to have a bunch of them.
Yeah, you do have the Friends of Amateur Baseball that support that. And
absolutely.
You have Friends of Amateur Baseball for both Class A and Class B. So we thank all the friends for everything that they do for this tournament.
That'll be a ball low. That'll bring the count to full. Full count, no out. Runner in scoring position.
That one was humming.
That one was coming, yeah. That'll be a 6-pitch walk for Will Rauch. This will be Mitch Gullickson. Wow, that was a tongue twister a little bit. Playing second base for the Tappers.
Yeah, these Yankton Tappers have some seriously high batting averages. Gullickson.
I'm sure they see some pretty good pitching out there. So.
Oh, absolutely. Gullickson on the year, a 340 average. It's plenty warm out here on Drake Field today. Bunt laid down by Gullickson, and it's going to be foul.
A little bit of a stab at that one.
Did hear today this might be the last year of this press box over here.
Really?
Yep.
Well, they could use a little size upgrade, I think.
Yes, indeed. When we tried to get 3 radio stations and everyone we need to for the Class B portion on the rain delay.
Ooh, attempted steal by Goki. Nah, I mean, he was...
We're going to get that one again on the replay.
A little hesitation there. If he would have just went, it would have been a lot closer, but he hesitated, and he was out by a long ways.
Yes, he was.
Beautiful throw by the catcher, though. Just an absolute laser.
Yes, indeed. You got the camera switch, and you can see it right there.
Not even
got
close.
Him.
Yeah, not even close.
So that's one down. Runner moves up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Slid through the base. The turf got him.
That's one thing you will notice on this field, Daniel, is I've called games over here on Drake Field the past few years, and people do tend to overslide on bases because they have to slide much earlier than anticipated. It's so much different than a dirt field. You can go a long ways on turf.
Yeah, that's for sure. So over in Alexandria, they have a turf field, and you know, usually as a fat guy, I can stick to the dirt a little bit, but on turf, you just slide right over top of it.
And all of a sudden, there's 2 down.
Yeah, 2 down. Nobody scored there because wiped the base runners off the bases. Beautiful throws by the catcher.
Yeah, Dagan Schramm has been gunning back there. That's what I was going to look at.
Turf definitely takes some getting used to. Yeah, learning to slide a little bit earlier, especially if you slide head first. It's a slick slide, like running on a slip and slide out there.
It tends to happen. Full count, 2 down.
Swing on and missed.
And that'll end the bottom of the first inning. We've played 1 complete inning of baseball here at Drake Field. The Brookings Cubs have a monster top of the first inning, and that propels their lead 4-0. We will head and see the Brookings Cubs come to bat again. We'll be back after this.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
And welcome back to Drake Field. Is still struggling to get the thirds to work correctly, but we'll get her to work here eventually. And here we go, top of the second inning. Brookings Cubs back up.
The right fielder number, the left fielder number 10, Austin Koenig.
Austin Koenig up to bat. And that one fouled off. Now 0-2, Dan.
Yep, Lewelman getting off to an early lead in this at-bat.
He needs that after that last inning.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, the old tappers that last half with some overly aggressive base running. I mean, I'm a sucker for aggressive base running, but got us in a little bit of trouble there.
That one high, now 2-2. Cubs looking to get a few more insurance runs and drift this one out. I'll tell you what, he's humming though.
Yeah, both pitchers seem like they're bringing it pretty good.
That pitch is high and walked him after an 0-2 lead in the count. 3 balls in a row, Dan.
That's an unfortunate turn of events.
Number 6, the second baseman, Noel Burgess.
Noel Burgess coming up to bat. He's the leadoff batter for the Brookings Cubs. Got some pretty flamboyant wrist guards there. Definitely ain't going to miss him on the field.
Pop that one up left side. Will we have it? Will we have it? We do. On the wide shot left side of the screen and caught. Just hope not to have any dead spots, but you play the game and you get that one. So one down.
Bringing up the shortstop, number 99, Chase McDaniel.
Chase McDaniel up to bat.
And they turned the double play. Got out of the inning.
First.
And that'll be the top of the second inning. Brookings Cubs cannot repeat what they did in the top of the first, and we will head to the bottom of the second inning. Quick inning for the Tappers. Let's see what they can do back up to bat. We'll be back in 60.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic! Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the second inning. We're with the Yankton Tappers up to bat. This will be Kate Koletsky, the shortstop for the Tappers. Just a little low and outside. Yeah, the last half, we were there to watch the double play that ended the last half inning. That was one of the many perks of having turf, having routine hops. All the hops are the exact same. On dirt, you can hit a rock every now and again and kind of mess you up, get you crossed up a little bit. With turf, that kind of is eliminated.
Yes, indeed. You know, most players, I mean, give and take on turf, but most players, I'm sure, would prefer to play on a turf field as far as infielders go.
Well, I mean, every hop's the same, but the speed doesn't really slow down a whole lot on the turf. Bounces are still pretty quick. On dirt and grass, the ball tends to slow down a little bit. Makes it a little easier sometimes, but harder other times. It's always a trade-off, but between the turfs, consistent bounces, and
great pick there.
Beautiful, yeah. Between the turfs, more consistent bounces and less need for consistent upkeep. Most people building a new baseball field are going to turf, or even changing their dirt and grass to turf. Full count. Nice fight off there by the batter, Koletsky.
See if the Tappers can answer here in the bottom of the second with at least something. They can get men on base. They've showed that.
Pitch delivered a little low and outside, or a lot low and outside. You can reach the base on balls. That'll bring Cade Sudbeck, the center fielder, up to bat. Seems as though the A players have a lot more left-handed batters than the B players generally do. The B's, small town guys, it's hard to have that
diversity.
Population pool. Yeah.
Sounded like the bat got a little bit of a whack there.
Yeah, got it off the end of the bat.
Oh, 1 on here. He'll move up, and now he's in scoring position.
Yep.
As you can see in the top of your screen.
Yeah, turf making it difficult for the catcher to block those balls, bringing the bounce a lot higher than what it usually would on dirt.
Cadwell.
Ooh, quick reaction by Jeff Fish over there at first base. Just about had him doubled up over there second to almost take the runner scoring position, but just barely missed by the shortstop. Great reaction speed, though, by Jeff Fish. Cat-like reflexes, for sure.
Cubs need to dig themselves out of a little bit of a jam here. One down. And here we go. Now one in, ball outside. Tappers haven't been able to find a lot of success on the base paths up to this point.
Nice pitch there by Krogman. So this pitcher Krogman went to high school in Brookings, graduated in 2021. His primary positions in high school were shortstop and right-handed pitcher, so not shocked to see him on the mound today.
Yeah, he can bring it for sure. That's the man I would pitch.
Ooh, another tough bounce. I'll bring the runner from second base onto third base. It's Kate Koletsky running out there. A little discussion with the pitcher, with the umpire. Not entirely sure what that was about, but. Gotcha.
Brock Greenfield let us know the ump walked the ball out there, gave the catcher some time.
3-1 count here. 1 out.
And that was an ideal situation.
Yeah, well, he hit it. Seemed as though it went straight down. Home plate umpire didn't say a whole lot of anything. First base up, Lloyd Jones Jr. said it went off his foot, called it a foul ball. You know, that's what it seemed like to me, but
I thought so too.
I wouldn't have been shocked if it bounced off the turf a little bit, but I'm also not shocked to see that it actually bounced off his foot.
So count's full here. Runner on third and scoring position.
Just a little fly ball would be able to let the third base runner tag up.
He's got some speed.
Seems like most of these guys do. Must be nice.
Stays alive.
Yeah, Krogman throwing pretty hard up there. Got a tall, lanky frame. Usually pretty good for throwing fast.
Again, here's the full count time call. Step out, take a breath. Oswald fighting in this at-bat. Again, fouled off. Over to the batter in the on-deck circle, number 1, Colin Zarbach. Oswald, again, full count. got to be one he likes. And the drop third strike, they get him.
Yeah, you know, that didn't pan out probably how he wanted it to, but that was still a pretty solid at-bat for Oswald. As mentioned earlier, that was the previous on-deck batter, shocker, Colin Zarbach.
Zarbach, 314 batting average to this point.
He's the DH for the day for the Tappers. Pitch delivered. Check swing, and they got him. It's a hard angle up here. Can't really tell if he broke the plane or not, but first base umpire certainly has a better angle than we do.
Right, and we're a little closer over here at Drake, so you can hear a little bit more. Well, and plus the crowd's not huge. Another good stop.
Catcher definitely getting his work in today. Ooh, hard swing.
And a miss. And the pitch high. He's having a little trouble locating.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to throw a high fastball there and try to get a chase out of the batter Zarbach, but a little too high with it. 2-2 count, 2 out, runner on third base. Ooh, swing on it, missed.
Cubs get out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the third. Got out of a big jam, as you mentioned, Daniel. We will head to the top of the third inning and be back in 60 seconds.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to Drake Field. And now that I am listening, that means it gets a little loud.
Rhett Skalinski, the batter. Hit hard to the shortstop. Shortstop makes a nice play on it. Thrown to first. That'll be 1 out to start the top of the third inning.
Now for the Cubs, first baseman number 12, Jeff Fish.
Jeff Fish back up to bat. Jeff Fish's last time up got a hit. It was a nice little hit out in right field. We got a little radar gun up here now. I can tell how fast the pitchers are throwing. That was a 74-mile-an-hour fastball. Count 3-0 now. Hit out into center field, and he'll catch it. Nice read there by the center fielder. It appears the Yankton Tappers have a Legion player out there in right field. That's Sam Campshot.
Third baseman, number 30, Dawson Portner.
Good for that kid out there, getting some experience. Getting up early in the count. So this pitcher, Kieran Llewellyn, pitched for Dakota Wesleyan University. His junior year, he had an ERA of 0.00, so 0 ERA. Pretty good. Hit the second baseman. I don't know, 2 count. Out at first base, but Kieran Llewellyn had a 0 ERA in the regular season and a 1.14 in the postseason his junior year, so pretty good pitcher for DWU.
Yes, indeed, and we will now head to the bottom of the third inning. Cubs will be back up to bat. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at NewGen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, NewGen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to Drake Field, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pretty good ball game between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. It's 4-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Now up to bat, we have, let's see, first name is Dylan Prouty, the first baseman. Ooh, swung on a miss. That's a 1-2 count now. Foul ball at the right side. And a little correction there from the last half. The Legion player for Yankton is Sam Campshot. Ground ball to the third baseman. Nice play, nice throw on the run. Out at first.
Starting out, ground out, brings up the right fielder, number 13, Sam Campshot.
Mr. Campshot is the grandson of longtime Canova baseball player Jerry Campshot.
Any relation there?
I'm not related.
No?
Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Had to ask.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, last time I saw the batter, we were 12, so.
Strike there, no.
Got him on the check
Ones.
swing.
1-1-1. 1 strike, 1 ball, and 1 out.
Ooh, nice scoop. A shortstop. Chase McDaniel.
It's for out number 2.
Yep, first round number 2.
Shortstop, number 3, Joe Brookings.
Now, Roby.
A little bit of a bend there by the pitcher. He hits the strike. Held onto that pitch a little too long. Spiked it.
That's a little goofy. Let's,
It's raining a little bit outside.
Yes, it is. We should be fine on our cameras. Not blowing in, we'll be fine.
Just delivered. Ooh, another nice hop by the turf there.
And that'll get everyone in the dugouts.
For sure.
That's really goofy.
That is funky. Sun is shining and it's raining. You know what they say about that?
Yeah, they do. We're going to step aside. We'll be back after this is over.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Drake Field, where we have a pretty solid A matchup between Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. No runs were scored since the top of the first inning for either team, but those runs put the Brookings Cubs in a 4-0 lead to start the game. Is the music still on?
Nope.
All right.
Now, it is something that we do here. We do play music over our first half. Kind of bring us in as an intro.
For the Cubs, to be center fielder, number 0, Henry Hamrick.
This will be Henry Hamrick, the center fielder for Brookings, up to bat. He is the 6th batter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you pay close enough attention, you can see the third baseman for... Ooh, nice play by the pitcher.
And he got him on the tag.
Definitely rolled an ankle, though. Got off the ground. That's always a good sign. Ladies and gentlemen, if you pay close enough attention, the third baseman for the Yankton Tappers has a different colored hat on. I'm sure his teammates gave him all kinds of grief about that.
Yeah, you got to wonder.
Yeah, got to wonder, for sure.
Zoomed in on him there for a brief moment. Rain stopped, but the great thing about today is we're playing on turf, so it does not matter.
Absorbs it, yep. Wonder if there's any worry over there on Cadwell today.
Oh, I'm sure. They're probably running the PTZ cameras that are expensive.
Absolutely. Yeah, Cadwell's gotten so much rain at some points where they pulled out a helicopter and had that fly above it for just a second and dry it off a little bit. It's always fun to watch them do that. Nice location there by the pitcher, Kieran Llewellyn. Bring it to a 2-1 count. Ooh, hard hit ball out to the left fielder, and it burns.
Gets over him.
Yep. That'll be a stand-up double for the DH, Jacoby Anderson. Very hard hit ball. And it just barely squeaked over the left fielder's glove.
That looked like our top of the first inning where the Cubs really got things going. With one down, let's see what they can do.
A lot of left-handed batters on the Cubs team. I'm blown away. Be a called strike, getting off to an early lead. Be a 0-1 count. Another ball hit. Just foul on the left field line. That'll bring the count to 0-2. Pitcher extends his lead over the batter. The batter is the catcher, Dagan Schramm.
Dagan's had a pretty good game behind the plate defensively. Let's see what he can do on the offensive side. And the play will be made, but advances a runner.
Absolutely. Well, the unfortunate part is now there's 2 outs, so a fly ball doesn't score anybody.
Left fielder, number 10, Austin Koenig.
9 batter, Austin Koenig up to bat. Starting off the at-bat with an off-speed pitch. Seemed as though it was change-up-like. Going right back to the fastball. Brings the count to 1-1. Roped down the left field line, but that will be foul.
I'm interested to see how fast he's going, so we're going to throw the radar on him. That one's going to be called high. His fastball has got to be cruising. But we are closer to the field here, so.
Yeah, see if we can get a read. That was a changeup for a 62-mile-an-hour pitch.
And that'll end the inning. Cubs leave one on base. There was a hit out to left field. We will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs lead 4-0 over the Tappers. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
And welcome back to Drake Field. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cubs still lead 4-0 over the Yankton Tappers. Brookings Cubs had that huge top of the first inning. Let's see if they can play some defense here. 91st Annual South Dakota Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Batter here is the second batter in the lineup, Will Rauch. He's the catcher for the Yankton Tappers.
Both catchers have done a phenomenal job in their respective duties behind the plate.
Nice hit out in the right center field. He'll try to stretch it for two. Ooh. Little misplay on the pickup of the ball.
Any double celly? Does he hit a double celly? A little.
He shook his helmet. Very, very outrageous. How could he?
Tip of the cap.
Yeah.
Tappers get one on in scoring position to get things rolling. They need more than just one run here. But to chip away would be big.
Batter now is Gullickson. Very hard hit ball to the third baseman. Beautiful play. Throws it across the diamond. That'll be one out. They run around second base.
Yeah, that was an ideal defensive play for the Brookings Cubs.
Third baseman, number 8. Cade Koletsky.
This is Cade Koletsky up to bat. He is 0 for 0 on the day with a walk, so we'll see how this at-bat pans out for him.
Throw inside. What was it, Dan?
Didn't quite get a read on that one.
Yeah, we are a little further away, but it's all good. Run a little pocket radar up here. He had nobody to throw back to.
Yeah, second base runner playing a few games with him back there, trying to get him to get thrown off a little bit. That'll be an 84-mile-an-hour pitch.
That's cruising.
He's throwing pretty hard for South Dakota Amateur Baseball.
Yes, indeed. Class A has some exceptional players, no question. What's the conversation here on the mound? It doesn't matter. We're going to step aside and we'll talk to you in 30 seconds.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Little conversation there at the mound. Nothing too serious. pitcher for the Brookings Cubs is Jackson Krogman, and he's sitting about 82 to 84 mile an hour fastball. So he's throwing pretty hard for a South Dakota amateur baseball player. Pitch delivered, a little low. That'll bring the count to 3-1 with 1 out and a runner on second base. Yeah, other than the first inning, there have been very few hits in this game. We're looking at 6 total, 4 for the Cubs, 2 for the Tappers, and one of those hits came earlier this inning when catcher Will Rauch hit one into the right center gap. And that pitch will be just a little out of the zone. It reached the base on balls. Over on Cadwell, we have
Sioux Falls Brewers lead Renner 5-0. That's crazy.
Yeah. Another A matchup happening over at Cadwell Park. 2 historically good teams playing over there. Yeah, and they always have some pretty good mascots in amateur baseball. I would say the Brewers and the Monarchs are 2 of the better ones. My personal favorite being the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels.
And Class B is its own thing.
Class B is its own thing. Oh, yeah. Got all kinds of different names, especially the state tournament with all the games going on.
But you do have a force here. That one fouled off. Could turn 2 if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, all in all, that walk didn't hurt them all that bad yet. Let's see if the Tappers can capitalize on the walk dished out. Count 1-1. Second base runner playing some games with the pitcher, trying to get in his head. Ooh, a little.
And we're going to load it up here.
Just a little misplay by the second baseman allows the.
Is that ruled an error? So it is an error, E4.
Yep. You know, base runners, the batter was fast enough to capitalize on the little misplay by the second baseman.
Base to juice. Tappers are in a spot here to lock things up with a grand slam.
Base is loaded. 1 out.
We've yet to see a grand slam in any Class A or Class B action this year at State Am. This would be the place to do it.
Absolutely. He wanted that one. Stephen Oswald up to bat, left fielder for the Yankton Tappers. Yeah, this is an ideal situation because if you hit one in the outfield, it's pretty much a guaranteed run unless it's shallow. Pretty much the only thing that can't happen here is a ground into a double play. That would be no fun.
Yes, indeed. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Some room to move on the mound.
Seems as though he threw him a bender there. Curveball that dropped out of the zone. Early lead by the pitcher, Krogman. 0-2 count.
And that one is a little low.
All in all, through 3.5 innings of play, we have pretty clean ball game here. We have 1 error apiece per team.
Great pitching.
Pitching has been pretty good. Both pitchers throwing pretty hard. With a little speed change between the fastball and off speeds. Get people's barrels off the ball. Keeping hits low.
Huge.
Bit of a reach by the batter, but that'll do the trick for the pitcher. That'll be 2 out.
Lumen or Krogman gets him to go, and now it's 2 down. Zarbach steps up 0 for 1. And Zarbach has one strikeout on the day in his official at-bat. That one in there a little low.
That one's close, but you know what they say, umpire's always right. If they wanted our opinion, they'd ask, probably. One out count now. Delivered a bit outside. Bases loaded situation still stands. There is 2 outs, however, now. So we will see what they can make of this. Capitalization on this bases loaded situation would be huge for the Yankton Tappers, being down 4-0. Three-0 count now.
Huge spot. I wouldn't be swinging.
Definitely not. Delivered a little low once again. That'll give the batter the base on balls. That'll bring in a run.
Bringing up the first baseman, number 31, Dylan Prouty.
Dylan Prouty up at bat now. He is 0 for 1 on the day.
Tappers attempting to chip away here.
Nice pitch there by the pitcher. An early lead on the batter. Prouty. Oh, beautiful snag by the pitcher.
Snow cone that one. And that'll be the inning. Tappers get 1 run. And they're going to start chipping away here. We're going to head to the top of the 5th inning and hear from some of our great friends of amateur baseball. We'll be back after this.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Drake Field. We have a beautiful matchup between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Trappers.
Tappers,
yeah, that's my bad. I knew I was going to mess it up at one point.
It's all good.
Yeah, between Jim River Trappers and the Clark Traders, it's pretty hard to get them straightened out. We have a good game here. It's 4-1. Brookings Cubs in the lead. Last half, we had a bases loaded situation that the Cubs were able to squeak out of without too much damage. It's the leadoff batter for the Brookings Cubs. It will be the top of the lineup, Noel Burgess. Burgess is 1 for 2 on the day. Swung on, and that will be out of play. Foul balls are a pretty hot commodity these days at the State Am.
Yes, indeed. Friends of Amateur Baseball sponsored $2 foul balls. You have the option to turn it in for $2, or you can keep it, courtesy of the Friends of Amateur Baseball. It's a nice little option, and as you mentioned, a commodity.
Absolutely. It's always fun watching the young baseball enthusiasts run after those baseballs. That one swung on and grounded to the second baseman. Second baseman being Mitch Gullickson. A nice play, throws to first for the first out of this half inning.
Now for the Cubs, shortstop number 9, Chase McDaniel.
Chase McDaniel up to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day. 1 for 1 with a walk. Pitch put in the strike zone. That'll be bring the count to 2-2 now. But as previously mentioned, the foul ball competition at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament is always roaring. You got kids standing everywhere just waiting for one to drop to them. And with some very, very generous sponsorships. That one outside, base on balls for the batter, McDaniels. With some very generous sponsorships by people, we have been able to put forth a couple $50 foul balls, which is just insane.
I don't think we had any of that type of stuff going on when we were kids.
Definitely not. Back when we were kids, you could get a quarter for a popsicle, you could keep the ball.
I do remember that.
Swung on and put foul. Early lead by the pitcher, 0-2 count. Runner on first, McDaniels. Matter watches out and go by for a ball. That'll be 1-2 count. Yeah, Drake Field is a pretty nice place to play. With the turf allowing for all weather games, weather can be whatever, and go out there and play. Ball hit, bat sounds busted. Kind of got in on him, jammed a little bit. Definitely think he broke his bat, but that'll be a ground out to the first baseman. We'll advance the runner. So we have runner on second, 2 out, and we're down a bat. So
a lot happened there.
Yeah. Jeff Fish up to bat now. Had a pretty solid day. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Some very good range with a second baseman on that ground ball. Thrown to the first baseman for, it was about a 6-foot throw, but thrown to the first baseman for out number 3. That'll end this half inning. And we will be back in 60 seconds.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
And welcome back to Drake Field, the 91st Annual South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Brookings Cubs, Yankton Tappers. The Tappers lead 4-1 here at Drake Field. Got to win a series of games in a row, bottom of the fifth. Tappers got one last bottom of the fourth inning, and see what they can do here. Again, trying to chip away. Now a 3-run deficit.
Batter now is Sam Kampshoff, the right fielder for the Tappers. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count now.
That one high.
Yeah, it was raining there for a bit, but now we got some pretty solid sunshine out there on the field to play. Pitch delivered and swung at, but whiffed. That'll be out number 1 of this happening.
Hands up down in the strikes. Bringing up top of the order, shortstop number 3, Joe Goki.
This is the top of the lineup now, Joe Goki. He is 0 for 2 on the day, so let's see if we... Oh, 1 for 2 on the day, my bad. 1 for 2 on the day. Nice bender by the pitcher there. Kind of fooled the batter. Pitch delivered there. Thought about, but not swung at. That'll be a 1-1 count. The pitch, throw back to the pitcher you got by him. So, well, you need some ball help there. Pitch delivered and a little swinging bunt to the third baseman. Tried to throw it before he had it. That'll be
ruled an infield hit.
Third baseman is a pickup player from the T-Steam.
Infield hit brings up catcher number 30, Will Roush.
Will Roush up to bat now. Had a pretty solid day. He's 1 for 1, 1 run scored, and a walk. So, pretty solid day at the plate for
The
Will
only
Roush.
run scored for the Tappers.
Correct, yes. Yeah, turf pellet in the eye for the catcher. That's absolutely no fun. That'll happen in both baseball and football. Just an absolutely brutal experience. Yeah, those turf pellets, you can see them around home plate there. They're out for blood for sure.
Yeah, they do load it up with pellets before the game, typically. A little bit of a pause in the action, but here we're ready to roll.
Yankton Tappers now with 3 hits with that leadoff infield single. Attempted pickoff. He will be safe. Just a little outside on that one. 2-0 count to the batter, Rauch. Yeah, I'm sure these batters see the pitch as well with the batter's eye and that big black tarp out in center field. I'm sure that makes it much, much, much easier to actually be able to hit, see the ball well. I am curious, though. If it bounces off of that, I'm sure they consider it a home run, but I'm curious.
I'm sure.
I think it's about 5 feet behind the fence, so I would assume so.
Time called.
Pitch delivered and a little bit outside. Count is 3-1. 1 out, runner on first base. On deck, we have Mitch Gullickson, who was 0 for 2 on the day. So, ball lined to the first baseman, but a little too hard. Hits his glove in fair territory, and then goes out of fair territory. So therefore, it is ruled a fair ball.
Tappers have been stringing some stuff together. Runners on the corners.
One out now. Runner in scoring position and a runner at first. So we'll see if they can capitalize. Capitalization by the Tappers would be absolutely massive for the rest of the game. A little inside for ball number 1. Yeah, that last hit is always a tough play for fielders. The line drive directly at you. Sometimes it looks like it's wiggling, but it just barely gets away from you, and then you're just heartbroken that was right to me. Then I missed it. But it's always a tough play, so not too upset about that one. Aggressive lead by the base runner first. He will take off for second base. Ball hit to the third baseman, and he'll throw it across the diamond for out number 2. However, a run will score, and it will advance the first base runner to second base. That steal was at an opportune time. Was able to take away the double play. Didn't have quite enough time to throw it over to second base, so he opted to throw it first. Cade Koletsky up to bat now. He's the third baseman. He is 0 for 0 with 2 walks on the day. So pretty good set of eyes on this batter. The hits now are even. 4 hits apiece. Pitch delivered a little outside. 1-0 count, 2 out. Runner on second. Runner takes off for third base and just barely got far enough away from the catcher, so he didn't have time to throw it. So that'll be an advanced base runner for the Tappers. Runner on third now with 2 out. 2 balls, no strikes. Koletsky up to bat. Pitch delivered inside, 3-0 count now. Pitch delivered in the zone for a strike, so that'll be the first strike of the at-bat, 3-1 count. We'll see if the Tappers can capitalize on the runner on third base. And if they could do that, that'd be big for the rest of the baseball game.
Krogman makes the count full. Walked
pitch,
him.
deliver outside for his third walk of the day.
And we're going to have a conversation. We're going to step aside and be back after this.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gent Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gent Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pitching change for the Brookings Cubs. Jackson Krogman will go to the bench, and Jake Ammon will step in to face the Tappers. First base runner takes off for second base. Pump fake by the catcher. That'll be a defensive indifference for the advancement of the first base runner.
That one in for a strike, 1-1.
So Ammon will enter the game with runners on, or they were on first and third, but now they are on first and second. 2 out with the batter being Cade Sudbeck, the center fielder for the Tappers.
Big spot here, 1-2.
Just a little low. 2-2 count now. If the Tappers could capitalize on the 2 runners in scoring position here with this at-bat, that would tie up the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That would be big for the rest of the game. Beautiful pitch. Beautiful pitch. Got him with the curveball, sunk into the zone. That'll be the end of this half inning. The Tapper scoring a run on 2 hits. 2 guys left on base. That'll do it for this half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Drake Field, where we have a solid matchup between Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. You have a much closer ball game than we had previously. We have 4-2 Cubs lead. 4 hits apiece and 1 error apiece. So all in all, a pretty even ball game. Cubs with a huge first inning, putting up 4 in the first half. See if the Tappers can crawl back.
I think we got a man in the bullpen.
Number 38, whoever that may be.
For the Yankton Tappers.
Leadoff batter for the Cubs in this half inning.
Leading out for Brookings. For your third baseman, number 30, Dawson Portner.
Dawson Portner of the T-Steam. Pickup player. That'll be a ground ball that goes foul.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Cubs haven't been able to get anything rolling, especially since the top of the first inning. So be big to see them get going here if they can get anything strung together.
Another foul ball there by Portner. 0-2 count. Yeah, like you said, it would be opportune for the Cubs to get something rolling here, but like you said, also, they haven't really done anything since the first inning, putting up a 4 spot in the first half, and other than that, they haven't really had much for base runners. With that one being a drop third strike, swung on and missed, out at first base. That'll be the first out of this half inning. Yeah, the Cubs in the first half had 4 hits, and that was when the Tappers had their error, and it cost them a little bit. But other than that, both teams have played a pretty clean ball game. Batter now is Henry Hamrick. Just a little outside on that one. 2-0 count now. This pitcher in the bullpen for the Tappers appears to be throwing at a pretty low arm angle. Be interesting if he makes it into the game. We'll see how that one goes. Hamrick walks on 4 pitches, 4 balls. This will be runner on first, 1 out, with a DH, Jacoby Anderson up to bat. Jacoby Anderson's last time up hit an absolute liner just over the glove of the left fielder. Stephen Oswald. Dribbler to the first baseman, see if they can turn 2. Gets 1. Throws to first, but it appears the pitcher missed the base with his foot. So almost, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. It appears the second baseman and shortstop are arguing with the umpire to see if there was an interference of any kind, because it did seem like he slid pretty late. However, it's pretty tough to tell on the turf with guys sliding as hard as they are. It appears their argument was for naught. Doing the lead runner there was pretty big. Doesn't put anybody in scoring position. We have an 0-1 count with 2 out, runner on first. This is Dagan Schramm, the catcher, up to bat. Schramm had having a pretty solid day behind the plate. Having a pretty subpar day at the plate, however, 0 for 2. Swung on and hit out of play. It appears the first base runner, Jacoby Anderson, is not taking any risks with his lead. Very, very nice pitch. Very nice location by the pitcher, Llewellyn. Very well executed on that pitch. That'll be a 3-pitch strikeout for Llewellyn. That will be no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for the Brookings Cubs. But that'll do it for this half inning, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Came back a little late there, but we have Stephen Oswald, the left fielder, up to bat for the Tappers. We had now 2 strikes. That last pitch being an attempted bunt that just barely went foul. Turf letting it roll pretty true. Another attempted bunt, but over him. On Cadwell Park right now, we have the Renner Monarchs facing the Sioux Falls Brewers in the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Brewers 5, Renner Monarchs 1. So pretty good ball game over there. That one flown out to right field, caught by the right fielder. Right fielder is Rhett Zelensky. Oh. There's now Brewers 5, Monarchs 3, because the Monarchs have the bases loaded and they got a base hit.
Monarchs are making a comeback here.
There's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th with runners on first and second, so we will see how that transpires. Pitch delivered there by Jake Amon is the pitcher. Entered last half inning. A pretty interesting blue glove on his hand. It's very very out there. But to each their own.
Yes, indeed.
0-2 count now.
Whoa, what a pitch.
He had a fastball and 2 off speeds for a very, very, very short at bat.
Bringing up the first baseman, number 31, Dylan Rowdy.
Yeah, from what I've seen, what we've seen of Jake Hammond so far, his curveball is pretty good, moving quite a bit. Getting the batters out of their comfort zone quite a bit. Ball hit to right field. He's going back, and he will make the grab. That'll be a short half inning. Prouty was the batter there. Hits it out to right field. Right fielder had a couple plays there. That'll do it for this half inning. Score is 4-2. Yeah, pretty short half inning. 4-2. Cubs up. 4 hits apiece, 1 error apiece. And that'll do it for this half, and we'll be back in 60.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ball game between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. We have a new pitcher entering the ball game for the Yankton Tappers, Kieran Luhlman, with a fantastic outing outside of the first inning, of course, but very, very good job of weathering the damage there. We have Shane Miller entering the ball game, and as you'll see, folks, there is a very interesting arm angle here by Shane. Very interesting look for the batters and also umpire.
I just have a tough time believing that that's easy to locate.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's fair.
He'd probably pitched like that his whole life, so it might just be second nature for him. Yeah, we'll see all kinds of different arm angles over here at the stadium. People throwing straight over top, or even a guy from Lennox throws over top sometimes, and then sometimes throws submarine, and then sometimes just throws straight sidearm. So different looks for sure. Three-one count. Batter is Austin Koenig. That'll be swung on hard, but popped up. This second baseman will catch it for out number 1.
Koenig with the pop up to the second baseman. Bringing up the top of the order, second baseman, number 6, Noel Burgess.
Noel Burgess is the batter now. Squared to bunt, but pops it up. Catcher makes a sliding play Very soccer style there. Slides in the knees. Good thing he's got those knee protectors, as we probably have two holes in his pants.
Yes, indeed. Now 2 down.
Chase McDaniel now.
Number 99, Chase McDaniel.
We've been live for 2 hours and 2 minutes now. Game's moving along pretty well.
Strike delivered there by Shane Miller. Chase McDaniel is 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. So, not very eventful. 2 walks. Has a pretty good batting average on the season, though, regular season. So, he's definitely no stranger to first base or any of the bases, probably. That one popped up high, out of play. 1-2 count now.
Hit the boys back in the truck. Not for this game.
1-2 count, 2 out. Another foul ball out of play. So each team, both teams, have had a pitching substitution now. Lewelman, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits against, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, so not too terrible there. Krogman, 4.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. So pretty equal days for the 2 pitchers. Pretty solid game for both of them. Sounded like the umpire said strike there.
I thought he did too. You said it was some conviction?
Yeah, definitely fooled everybody else on the field. That will be flared into left center field. So he'll turn what everybody at the stadium thought was an out into a double. So
Danny with a 2-out double.
Could be a big spot.
Number 27, the right fielder, Rhett Zielinski.
this is the furthest they've had a base runner reach in a while. Rhett Zielinski, the right fielder, coming up to bat now. He's number 3 in their batting lineup. Very aggressive base running here by the Cubs. And he will easily take third base.
Cubs trying to get another insurance run.
Yeah, full lineup there by the pitcher. Can't ever do that with a guy on base. They'll just continue to take bases on you. Ooh, had some nasty 2-seam action. 1-1 is the count. Delivered just low. Cubs now with 5 hits, 4 runs. So they have produced in this game, but not as of late, as all 4 of their runs came in the first inning. 3-1 the count now. Runner on third base. And that'll be ball number 4, and he will reach first base on balls. So we got Chase McDaniel at third and Rhett Zielinski at first base. So that'll be first and third base runners.
First baseman number 12, Jeff Fish.
With the cleanup hitter, Jeff Fish, up to bat. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI on the day.
Nice pitch. No throw.
Yep. Defensive indifference once again. Not going to risk it, says the catcher. This pitcher, Shane Miller, as you can see on some of his pitches, throws fastballs that tend to tail in towards a right-handed batter, which is different for right-handed pitchers. You don't see that much. With this arm angle as well as the tail going into your hands, it's pretty tough to hit, I'm sure. that tail helped him there. Got it right back into the strike zone. That'll be a 3-pitch, 3-strike out for the Tappers.
We're going to step aside. We'll be back after this 60-second break in the 7th inning stretch.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this wonderful baseball game between the Tappers and the Cubs of Brookings. Sam Camshaw, the right fielder for the Tappers, up to bat now, having 0 for 2 at the plate today for Camshaw. He only has 1 strikeout, however, so he has put the ball in play once. So not so bad. 1-1 the count now. Both of the pitchers for each team were relief pitchers. And as you can see with both of them, they both have some pretty nasty stuff. Oh, man, that's brutal. So Camshaw will reach first base on the error. First baseman got there, but didn't quite have the throw on the money, and the pitcher didn't quite have the reaction time to get to that ball. Joe Goki, the shortstop for the Tappers, up to bat now. He's the leadoff batter. He is 2 for 3 on the day, so pretty solid day at the plate. And he is 1 of their 2 runs on the day. So the Yankton Tappers in first round play played the Sioux Falls Brewers, who are playing over on Cadwell Field right now as we speak. They ended up losing that one 8-5.
Yeah, the Brewers are no slough.
Definitely not. Very solid team. Ooh,
Call
very
them out over there.
Very clean double play. Close play at first base. That'll be 2 outs in this half inning.
Nearing the 7 complete innings. Will Roush up to bat. Things are getting down to crunch time.
And the Brookings Cubs in the first round played the Rapid City Diamondbacks, RC Diamondbacks. They ended up winning that one in a landslide, 11-1. That one, an attempted bunt, went foul. Brookings Cubs winning 11-1 in the first round play. The first round always happens, or has happened this year in Yankton. So they went from Yankton in the first round. The final 6 games happened here in Mitchell. So some traveling having to be done for the A teams, as the B tournament is only in Mitchell for the entirety of the tournament.
I'm not sure how the vote turned out this morning, but they did vote on whether or not it was going to Brandon or not in 2025. Could ask the commissioner over the break, and in fact I will.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm sure for most of the teams it'd be a closer drive anyhow.
Correct.
I can't imagine being one of those Rapid City teams or the Black Hills A's that had to travel from way out west to come all the way to Yankton or even to Mitchell. That'd be quite the trip. I don't even know who the furthest team from Mitchell and the Bees would be.
I would probably say an Eastern Dakota League team.
Eastern Dakota
League, Northern Plains, quite possibly. Redfield.
That's
they didn't
possible.
Make the tournament this year.
Lake Norton's up there.
Lake Norton, yeah.
Clark's up there too.
Clark's probably farther away than Lake Norton, I'd say.
Yeah, I got Clark from up north, and you got Winter and Four Corners out west.
Yeah, Northville's up there a ways.
Yep.
Merchants made the tournament this year.
Out Point's a pretty long trip too.
Yes. And you got some southern representation as well that makes a long haul. Can't discredit them.
3-2 the count now. 2 out, nobody on.
Southern representation's half of the semifinal this year.
Yep, which is historically not the case.
Right, Tabor Bluebirds, Lesterville Bronx. And the play's made at first base, so that'll get us out of the first 7 innings complete. We will head to the top of the 8th inning. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to Drake Field. We're now in the top of the 8th inning. Brookings Cubs, Yankton Tappers, Drake Field. Dan, let's talk about it. What's happening over on Cadwell Park?
So over on Cadwell, we had a pretty one-sided game for the first couple innings. It was 5-0 in Sioux Falls Brewers' favor. It is now 7-5 in the Red Arm Monarchs' favor, with a big last couple innings for the Red Arm Monarchs. Brewers up to bat now with 2 runners in scoring position, no out though, so we'll see how that transpires.
Top of the 8th. Cubs will for sure bat 2 more times. Well, not for sure, I guess, unless they throw up 8 runs here. And they can get out of it.
Bit outside there for ball number 1. Yeah, you know, with this arm angle, those inside-outside misses become much easier. That one swung on and hit very high. That'll be caught in shallow center field by the shortstop.
F6, I think that'll call it, but was in center territory. Out number 1.
Joe Goki with the catch all the way out there. It'll be out number 1 of this half. Another miss outside for ball 1. We have Hunter Hamrick up to bat now, center fielder for the Cubs. Got that one in the strike zone. That'll be strike number 1 of this at-bat. 3-1 the count now. Swung on hard and hit foul. Brings it to a full count. So a total turnaround here for the pitcher, Shane Miller.
That went off the roof of the dugout.
Yeah, wow.
You don't see that every day.
Definitely not. That wouldn't happen on anywhere that didn't have turf. So, very unique instance.
And he got him.
He got him. Climbed the ladder on that one. Went from a 3-0 to a 3-1, 3-2, 2 foul balls, and then it struck him out.
Brings up the DH number 14, Jacoby Anderson.
DH up bat now, Jacoby Anderson. He's had a couple decent at-bats so far this game. Anderson is 1 for 3 on the day, but has seen quite a few pitches. I can't help but think the arm angle of pitcher Shane Miller is making it pretty difficult for them to see the ball, even with the black tarp out in center field. That one called a strike, bringing the count to 1-2. Popped up. Catcher goes for it and lands about 8 feet in front of us here in the press box.
It's a box.
Certainly is. And a warm one at that. Count still 1-2. Another foul ball hit. It appears we do have some kids running around for some foul balls out there, so they're getting a pretty decent payday out of the deal.
Yeah, this would be the time to come. Crowds are a little smaller. Competition's down. Price of the balls still the same.
Absolutely. For any listeners at home, if you are a kid or have kids, bring them to games and maybe they can fill their piggy bank up. Foul ball there again. That's how many foul balls is this? How many foul balls does that hit in this at bat? 4? 3?
I have no idea.
Quite a few for the DH, Jacoby Anderson. Pitch delivered. Called strike 3. Very nice pitch.
Yes, indeed.
That'll end it for this half inning. Going into the bottom of the 8th inning, with the Tappers coming up to bat. It'll be 4-2 in the Cubs' favor. 5 hits for the Cubs, 1 hit for the Tappers, or 4 hits for the Tappers. 2 errors for the Cubs and 1 error for the Tappers. So pretty even, Steven ball game. And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Welcome back to Drake Field, bottom of the 8th inning. The Tappers have 2 more opportunities to get something rolling, but Brookings Cubs are standing in their way. And a good man on the mound. Let's talk about what's going on over in the other game in Class A on Cadwell Field.
So the other game between the Renner Monarchs and the Sioux Falls Brewers has been a pretty solid back-and-forth ball game for the two teams. It is now 7-6 in the Monarchs' favor in the bottom of the 7th inning. So with a couple innings left to play, we will see how that turns out. It's been a close one between those two teams. Foul ball there, strike 1.
The lineup for the next game just showed up.
Mitch Gullickson, the batter here, second baseman for the Tappers.
That pitch high. 2-1.
So at the bottom of the 8th inning, the Tappers are running out of time to come back in this one, but you never know. Anything can happen at any moment.
Yeah, it's only a 2-run ball game, so. And a home run changes the outlook of this game very quick.
It is definitely much easier to hit one out here than it is on Cadwell Park.
Correct, and they get a man on.
This is Cade Koletsky up to bat now. Third baseman for the Tappers. He is also the cleanup hitter, so we will see how this one transpires.
He could lock things up right now.
Certainly, for sure. Another fantastic block by the catcher. Had quite a few of those today. Both catchers doing a great job, making sure no balls get past them. Hit to the shortstop. Tries to turn 2, but not quite in time for the second one. They'll get 1 out of the deal. But it will be the lead runner, so not too bad.
Come back to the plate. Center fielder, number 5. Cade Sudbeck.
Cade Sudbeck up to bat now. Cade is 0 for 3 on the day, so we'll see how this one turns out. Swung on hard and missed.
Huge swing.
Another swing and miss. 0-2 now. 0-2, 1 out. Runner on first base.
I thought Herman was tinkling under a tree by the umpires or whatnot. Oh, Herman! Yeah, Herman! I got you.
Just a little bit outside.
A 1-2. After a pause.
Hit into right field, shallow right field. That'll be a single for Cade Sudbeck.
Things just got a heck of a lot more interesting.
Yeah, 1 out, runner in scoring position, also runner on first. Stefan Oswald.
Oswald could legitimately take a lead here for the Tappers with one swing of the bat.
Pitch delivered and called a strike. Squared for a bunt, but ended up pulling back. Hits are back to even 5 apiece. Hit to the third baseman. And he will touch his base and then throw across the diamond. He will get 1 out of the deal.
So they get the lead runner.
Indeed they do. That'll be 2 outs. And it will bring up Colin Zorbach, who is the DH on the day. He is 0 for 2 with a walk, but does have an RBI on the day, so. Very nice pitch there by the pitcher. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Now I'm put in front of the catcher, and he will throw it down to first base for
get out.
the 3rd out of the inning. And they do get out of that inning with 0 damage. That'll take us to the top half of the 9th inning, and we will be back in 60 seconds.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at NewGen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, NewGen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events. all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this matchup between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. We have a pretty intense game here coming down in the 9th inning. It's 4-2 in the Cubs' favor.
Yes, here it is. Cubs going to try to put on any insurance run they can. Tappers still have an opportunity, obviously, to put runs on the board, but one chance left.
Certainly some more insurance run here for the Cubs would be big for their campaign in this one. Swung on and missed for the first strike of this at-bat. The batter here is Dagan Schramm, who is the catcher for the Cubs. Swung on and missed. 77-mile-an-hour pitch there for Shane Miller. It is a little slower than the last guy, but it's from a totally different angle. So it's very, very different. Hit to the second baseman. Bounces up, kind of eats him up a little bit, but he's able to bend over, pick it up, and make the play. Down 68 miles an hour.
Now batting left fielder number 10, Austin Kinney.
So that'll be the first out of this half inning. Top half of the 9th. If the Tappers could get out of here without giving up a run, that would be big stuff right there. .74-mile-an-hour pitch there. Got him to chase a little bit higher than the batter probably would have liked. Delivered just a little inside. Radar reads 119 on that one. Don't know if that's quite right.
I'm not sure if that's even close. That one
hit right back to the pitcher. Kind of gave it a weird bounce. Pitcher will pick it up, and
he double, triple clutched and still made the play.
Yeah.
Noah's 69 on the way in.
Yeah, nice play by the pitcher there. Kind of took an odd bounce. Kind of jutted to the pitcher's right, our left. He still was able to make the play and throw it over to first base for the second out of the top half of the 9th inning. Leadoff batter for the Cubs. Number 1 in the lineup, Noel Burgess, the second baseman. Gets out of the way of that one. 72. Avoids the 72-mile-an-hour pitch.
Inside. That would have felt good.
Probably caught him right in the hip or the knee action, so that probably would have been very good. No fun for sure.
That one was humming.
79
for him
for that pitch. Called strike one. Delivered and thrown outside. Another 79
again, yes.
That one just a little low, so that'll bring the count to 3-1. Pitch delivered and called strike two. Batter visibly not pleased with that call. Drops his bat and started walking to first base just to be called back. Of course, as a batter, you always think you're right and always think the umpire's wrong. But That one swung on and hit foul. Straight back.
Big spot here.
Pitch hit to the shortstop. Makes, well, he got to the ball. Pretty good range, but tried a little spinning throw. Didn't quite pan out for him.
More of a rainbow.
Yep, not quite in time. That'll be an infield single for the second baseman, Burgess. Chase McDaniel now up to bat for the Cubs. 2 out, runner on. Delivered outside, 62 miles an hour. Swung on and hit foul.
Again, the Cubs are trying to get something going here. Create a little insurance.
With that pitch, it'll come to a 2-1 count. 2 out, runner on first.
Fouled off.
Swung on hard. Yeah, swung hard.
76 mile an hour fastball. .77 high and outside, full count, 2 down, 1 on.
Big pitch here for Shane Miller. See if he can pull this one off. Pitch on. And he'll hit that a long ways. Everybody thought it was foul, but it stayed fair.
Run scores.
Run scores, but the ball got stuck under the fence, so that'll be ruled a ground rule double, it seems.
So they will or will not award him?
They will. I don't know. I'm sure they'll likely give him
home.
Home, yeah, probably.
Alrighty, so now it makes your score 5-2. What's going on over on Cadwell while we're
Let's take a look
this?
Here. So for all of you at home, the game is now 10-7 in the Brewers' favor.
Whoa.
Those 3 runs, those last 3 runs they scored, were scored on a 3-run home run.
Really?
Yep. Three-run home run for their second baseman, Jay Borges, looks like. Borges, maybe. Big hit for the Sioux Falls Brewers, but it's 10-7 in the Brewers' favor in the top of the 8th inning. So there is
lots of runs being scored over there.
Certainly.
We're still talking things out here. Nobody knows what's going on.
Well, they brought the runner that scored back to third base, so I'm sure that is being discussed.
All right, here we go.
That will be the Cubs' 7th hit of this ballgame. So they have got their bats rolling a little bit here at the tail end of the game. As mentioned earlier, they scored all 4 of their runs in the first inning, top half of the first inning. So we'll see if they can come out of this last half inning with some runs, or top half of the last half inning, or last inning. Count is 1-1, 2 down. Runners in on third and second and third. Lots of fans rolling in for the next game between Aberdeen Circus and the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels.
The Flying Squirrels were the 2023 Class A champions last year.
One-two pitch. Called strike 3. Batter not pleased about that one. Throws his bat all the way to first base. And the umpire throws him out of the game.
And he's gone.
See you later. Smell you later. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And that'll be that. We're going to head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Tappers. We'll be back after this.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom half of the 9th inning between this game between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. And last half inning, there was an ejection. So the right fielder, Rhett Zelensky, had been tossed out of the game, so they put in a new right fielder. And that will be Evan Miller, if I'm not mistaken. So big bottom of the half, or bottom of the 9th for the Tappers. Needs to be in order if they want to pull this one out. And that is a great way to start it with a hit into right center field. That'll be a single. Very good way to start the bottom half of this 9th inning when they were down by 2 runs.
Single right brings up number 13, the right fielder, Sam Kansau.
That was Dylan Prouty, the first baseman, with that hit. That'll bring up the right fielder, Sam Kampshoff, Legion player from Yankton. We call it strike 1. Pitch delivered, swung on and missed. Didn't quite keep his eyes in on that swing. Kind of was staring off in the left field a little bit when he swung the bat there. Oh, 0-2 pitch. High for ball number 1. Swung on and hit foul. One-two pitch delivered and outside. 2-2 count now. No outs, runner on first. The next two teams are patiently waiting for their dugouts to clear out for the next game to be in order. That was between Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar and the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels. Two very solid teams in A amateur baseball. Two-two pitch delivered low. That'll be full count now. A walk or knock is what they need, as they say. Swung on and hit foul, straight back.
Stays alive. Here it is, big spot.
That'll be low. He will walk the number 9 batter to first base.
And we're going to have a conversation. We're going to step aside and be back after this.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the 9th inning. This game between the Cubs and the Tappers. We have a pitching change. The DH, Jacoby Anderson, has come into pitch. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the other pitcher has returned to the bench. Warm-up pitches are sitting about 67. So, not throwing gas, but speed change nonetheless. When you're a batter, you're fooled more by speed changes than you are by anything else. So,
at the plate for the Tappers, shortstop number 3, Joe Goki.
Joe Goki leading off this half inning. Great place to be if you're the Tappers. Top of the lineup. Looking for some production out of these guys. Pitch delivered and called a strike. Batter not upset, or is upset. I'm sure I would be too if I was him. high and outside for ball 1. So we got 1-1 count here. No outs. Runners on first and second. And they're down by 2 runs. One pitch outside for ball 2. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 2. So, Jake Amon for the Cubs pitched 3.1 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, and 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So, a pretty good outing for him. All 3 pitchers for the Cubs, though, all start their first name with the letter J. So that is kind of interesting. That pitch fouled off. Krogman threw 92 pitches, Amon threw 53, and Anderson is pitch number 5 as we speak. Delivered a little outside, brings the count to full. And for the Tappers, the pitchers, Llewellyn threw 87 pitches, and Shane Miller threw 60. Llewellyn saw 26 batters, and Miller saw 13. So made pretty good work there. Batters faced, Krogman faced 22, and Amon faced 14. This is the first batter for Jacoby. That'll be a clean double play.
Twin killing.
That is a huge, huge play for the Brookings Cubs. It goes from no outs to 2 outs, just like that.
Number 30, Will Roush.
Will Roush needs to be the guy here.
Will Roush on the day has had a pretty decent day at the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a walk. So he's had a pretty solid day.
Getting on base.
Absolutely. Called strike 1. Swung on, hit foul down the right field line. And that one ended up in the umpire's hands. Old Lloyd Jones Jr. over there at first base doing the umpiring for us today. He's been an umpire for a long, long time, umped a lot of games.
Oh, 2 could be it.
Big pitch. That one is popped straight up in the air. Out to the center fielder, and he will catch it for the final out of the game. So great game here between the Brookings Cubs and the Yankton Tappers. 4-2 is the final score. Brookings come out on top. For Brookings, 7 hits, 2 errors. And for the Tappers, 6 hits, also 2 errors. Pretty solid one here between these two teams.
Yes, indeed. We're going to step aside and catch a quick break before we go on to the next one. But, folks, you can stick around, refresh your screens here in just a moment. I would say we should have it up at 10 to 15 minutes, so we'll have it for you. We'll have first pitch right here. Again, it is the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels and the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar and Grill. So it should be a good one again here at Drake Field. First pitch, I would assume to be around 4 p.m. Central Time. Well, we'll be back. We're going to step aside, and we will give you some more action of the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament. For this one, the Brookings Cubs 4, the Yankton Tappers 2. Cubs put up 4 runs in the top of the first inning. Daniel, any final closing thoughts?
All in all, pretty clean game between the two. Yeah, fun to watch, pretty clean. Bass got going there at the end, made it more intense, more fun to watch. So,
yes, indeed. All right, well, for Daniel Hoffman, I'm Charlie Preen. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.